That said, her wistful exterior is just hiding her emotions. Seeing her like this is depressing. Knowing what to do, I lift myself off the bed. Lily notices the bed movements, her head perking up and her hand reaching sideways to feel where I was. Hisao? I walk over to my bag, still leaning against the wall, unbuckling the front flap and retrieving the opaque bag from within. I take the small, plain box in my hands. Hold your hands out, Lily. She looks surprised for a moment, but eventually acquiesces. I'm amused by her look of curiosity when I place the music box into her open palms, her typically delicate way of handling it, making it seem as if it were fragile enough to break if breathed on. She wordlessly brings it into the front of her face, her slender fingers feeling out its contours and patterning. Eventually, her fingers find the recessed line between the lid and the body of the box, and her thumb effortlessly pops open the lid. I take a seat on the bed next to her, watching her face silently and intently. She sits completely motionless as she listens to the diminutive, tinny melody, her mouth just slightly open. It takes a long while before she closes the lid with a small snap, bringing the curtain down on the miniature performance playing in her hands. The smile on her face, gentle and wistful, shows that I made the right decision. Think of it as a going away present for your trip to Scotland. I will. A restless shuffling can be heard from the floor in front of us, the sound having woken Hanako. She climbs out of the blankets I put over her, looking befuddled and wiping the sleep from her eyes. I see you're finally up. What? Hanako looks around the room with her eyes only half open, her mind far from being as awake as her body. Her dazed state makes me and Lily chuckle. As Lily gets off the bed and tends to Hanako, I take one last look around the room. I guess I'd better be going then. There'll be questions if I am seen leaving the girls' dormitories in the morning. Goodbye, Hisao. Oh, goodbye. I stand to walk to the door, picking up my somewhat lighter bag along the way. After I leave the room and enter the hallway, though, I hear Lily's footsteps behind me. What's wrong? Without a word, she strides up to me. I freeze as I feel her hand slide onto my cheek, seemingly every nerve taking in the feeling of her fingers and palm upon it. Immediately after, her face slowly moves next to mine, a light momentary touch of her lips brushing against my other cheek. For a moment everything seems to stand still. I absent-mindedly bring my fingers to my cheek as if to try to recapture that feeling. Lily. That's my thank you, Hisao. Thank you? For your present. Have a nice day in school. Oh, I will now. Man. And with that, she disappears behind her door and gently closes it. The muffled voices of she and Hanako audible through it, much as they were yesterday night. I think I'd be hard-pressed not to have a nice day after that. Exactly. I walk away with a certain spring to my step. I think there were some people around that glanced at me emerging from the girls' dormitory building, but I can't find it difficult to care. Hell yeah! That, my friends, was an excellent night. Hachan! Go away. Hachan! Leave me alone. Come on, Hachan. Let me sleep. After 2 nights of not being able to sleep at all, the last thing I want to be is woken when I finally manage to. It may be the last period of class, with a textbook as my pillow, but I'll take whatever sleep I can get by this point. See, Hachan, even Sachan wants you to get up. I don't care what Shizune wants, leave me alone. Geez, Hachan, I'll just have to wait, Misha's going to... You... This is bad. I'm up, you don't have to... I can feel my face flowering into a scarlet red blush. Students still in class are sitting bolt upright, staring at the shouting fool who was just sleeping moments before. Damn it. I let my head smack back down on the table with a noticeable thud. Wahahaha! Oh god. Oh how I've missed you, Misha. Not really. Misha's trademark uncontrolled laughter reverberates through the classroom. As I turn my mournful eyes to the bespectacled Shizune beside her, she carefully adjusts her glasses, desperately trying to maintain a look of serious disapproval. Narrowing my eyes, I can see the badly hidden grin spreading across her face. It's too Shizune? Shizune looks away quickly as she crosses her arms tightly, barely on the edge of her control. Wahahahaha! God. Misha's laughter doubles in volume as she glances at Shizune. All I can do is drag my hand down my face in resignation. You two... Who was the one who slept in class, Chan? Yeah, it was me. Portia Chan was having a fit trying to wake you up, weren't you? I moved my eyes back to the standoffish Shizune, who, with a single half of confirmation, returns to looking away with her arms crossed. Why was Shizune trying to wake me up? Hachan wanted to give you the handouts the substitute teacher gave out while Hachan was sleeping. Handouts? I suddenly find 2 sheets of paper thrust down in front of my face. You drink? Following the hand holding them, I see the still pouting figure looking down at me. With a distinct scowl, I guess I really am in the wrong here. Sorry about that. No dice. Her irritated face still holds up. I clasp my hands together and flick my head downwards in apology. Very, very sorry. She huffs, and simply drops the paper on the desk. Damn. I look up over my hands to see Shizune and Misha signing frantically to each other, and a look of frustration on Shizune's face. Ooh, she's mad. It looks to be less of a dialogue and more of a triad, punctuated with sidelong glances at me. To say it's unsettling is an understatement. The two suddenly stop signing and look at me in unison, both having exactly the same look of disapproval. In one fluid motion, Misha's hand suddenly extends high above me and comes rocketing down. Oh god, she's gonna bitch slap me. Before I can even hope to react, my head is sent bouncing up and down like a jack-in-the-box. Did she just, throw my head into the desk? I quickly bring my hands to my head, more out of reflex than actual pain. Oh, what was that? She did bitch slap me! I open my eyes to see the two grinning at each other while exchanging an enthusiastic thumbs up. See, this is the problem, Hisao. These girls, they can hit you as much as they want, but you can't hit them back. Not that I agree with that. I mean, hitting girls, I don't agree with that. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the spade I have because I'm digging myself a hole. Hachan says she forgives you now, Hachan. Could you forgive me with a little less force next time? Wahahaha! I look at the two with a blank face. Misha and Shizune, 1, Hisao, 0. ... Oh, Hachan also says that you should check your student mail more often. We have student mail? She produces a bright yellow envelope and hands it over with an exuberant grin. Oh, I know who this is from. It's from Sunflower. Strange. Who could have written me a letter? Now is not the time, and most definitely not the place to find out though. Giving up on the nap so cruelly stolen from me, I rub my forehead and slowly get up, putting the sheets and envelope in my bag before swinging it over my shoulder. I take a step back and move to depart with a small bow, while Misha clutches her sides laughing and Shizune nods back in a curt farewell. I join the flow of students exiting the open door and turn the corner into the hallway. Hey Hanako. Only to end up face to face with Hanako. Whoa, hey Hanako. Good afternoon, Hisao. Silence falls between us as busily chatting students pass us by. She's fidgeting constantly, her eyes drawn to her rather unremarkable footwear. I take the bridge of my nose in my fingers while I blink my eyes heavily in an attempt to make things seem clearer. I'm barely staying awake as it is. Hanako, you want to say something? What is it? I wanted to give you this. She holds out a small rectangular piece of paper. I blink again to make out the text though, through my barely open eyes, slowly starting to make out what's written. Eggs times 2, bread loaf times 1, whole grain cereal times 1, dime. Shopping list? I look upwards, raising an eyebrow. Yes. It's like the guy off The Simpsons, you know, the Asian guy? Why do you talk like that? I had a stroke. Okay, I'll stop. I usually go shopping with Lily, but I can't come, so... Oh, whoops. I forgot to read that in Hanako voice. You want me to run errands for you? It's okay if you don't want to. I just thought that maybe, she's panicking. I sigh. You get another battle lost, though this time by a weakly fought surrender. You do things for girls. I smile tiredly and rest a hand on her head to calm her down. It's fine, I was just going to go anyway, just the stuff on this list. She nods and bows deeply, twice as if to make her gratitude perfectly clear. We were going to go meet up outside the school gates at 6. Thank you. I was going to get it, but I need to study for the test tomorrow. Test? Ah, that's right, science. How are you doing with it? She brightens ever so slightly. I've been spending more time on it than before. I think I can do okay. Good work then. She too starts smiling, and much more earnestly than I at that. I have full confidence that I can do fine in it without any extra studying, but the fact that she's been putting in the effort instead of just reading in the library is heartening. I've been looking at the text come across the screen for the last maybe minute, and it's been lagging up big time, so I believe my computer's going to blow up any second now. So yep, that took about 5 seconds to bring up. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll call that quits for the night. Hopefully this gives enough before I have to go. I mean, before I'm back on maybe Wednesday. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed these parts. Obviously you're going to have an hour-long episode, which you've already seen when I'm saying this, because it would have been the part before this part goes up, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway guys, yeah, see ya.